What's up, everyone? It's Rick here with UTVSOURCED.com, and today we're out in beautiful Arizona, and I'm going to show you everything that was done on the 2020 Turbo RR Can-Am, appropriately named Mr. B build, all the way from Florida to Arizona. So let's get into it. We're going to do a big walk around. There's a lot of parts to this build, a lot of moving parts, a lot of manufacturers that had to help make this build what it is for Mr. B. So let's dive into it. Alright, so again, it's a 2020 Turbo RR Can-Am Mr. B build. Some of the things you're going to notice right off the bat is it's not a stock cage. So Mr. B already rolled a car. That's one of the reasons why he wanted a big build. And he loved the look of the Fabrics cage. So when you're doing a Fabrics cage, you have to order everything at the same time. You can't just order a cage and then think you're going to put the doors on. It's not going to happen. That's not how this build went. When you do a cage, you have to do the doors. So everything got upgraded off the bat. It's got the Fabrics cage, Fabrics roof light mounts. It's got the dash panel, the intrusion V-bars, the doors, and the window net kit, and a modified rear wing. So one of the reasons I'm a big believer of the Fabrics product line on the website is, well, sometimes it's just easier to show you. So, and do not do this to your stock door or some aftermarket doors. You're gonna hurt your car. But with a Fabrics cage and door system, you can do it. You open the door. I'm 140 pounds. And, you know, I can do some damage to some thin stuff. Thad, if you're watching and something happens, you gotta fix it. I'm gonna jump on this thing. I'm gonna swing on it. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff. Again, I'm 135 pounds. Will it close? Will it open? Just like it should. So, it's a heavy duty cage. You know, Fabrics line of cages on our website are expensive for a reason. You get what you pay for. You get the design, you get the function, and it's strong as all hell. You can probably put 3 guys on this door. It's not gonna budge. So it's super safe, bitchin' design. It's got the window nets. In the event someone rolls over, your hands aren't gonna flop out. Meaning, what does everyone do when you see all these videos? Like everyone's hands are ragdoll, or they try to break. Don't try and break your phone. You're not gonna stop one of these things. You can't stop a motorcycle. In the event of an accident, look what's not gonna happen. It means I'm gonna be able to go to work with my hands and make a living. So window nets are a huge, 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 huge safety thing. So this car's got a lot of safety components on it. Let's get into it. All right, so off the bat, you're gonna notice some major improvements on the inside of this Can-Am. There's no stock seats, there's no stock harnesses. This has got the PRP Alpha hard shell composite, full blown, full kill, as safe as it gets, containment seat. Meaning containment, in the event of an accident, his helmet is not gonna hit the other guy's helmet. It's gonna bounce off this halo system. It's a hard shell, contoured seat cushion. Customer Mr. B designed this with a diamond stitch and carbon fiber. So you can design and make your PRP seats anything you want to color match your vehicle. We didn't do the standard 5.3.2 harnesses. This is a 6.2 harness, meaning there's 6 points of contact. It also works well. You'll notice a small pad with a Hans device for your helmets. That way your head's not moving around at all. This car isn't meant to be kind of like your trail car. You're not going to be looking around much and all. You're focused on going forward and fast. That's it. So 6 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally you say 5 here, but if you notice down here, there's 2 straps holding this down. 6 points. Really, really high-end seats. They're not cheap. It's full kill harnesses. Everything in this car is full kill. So a lot of safety in here. So a couple of other features inside this build that I think are cool, really cool, and super pumped about is this is the Evo exhaust cutout system for the shocker. It's push button, on off, really simple. So if you're into a low decibel exhaust system, but you want to like go full kill and be a little loud and be a little rowdy, you hit the button. Really simple. So this car has the shocker. We're going to get to that in a minute, but it also has the RJWC Power Sports exhaust system. And we were lucky enough to get our hands on the very first carbon fiber one. So let's take a look at it. All right, so Mr. B wanted high end. You can kind of tell this car screams high end, fast. No exception is in the exhaust, right? It's got the RJWC Power Sports exhaust. Now, what makes this exhaust system unique is a couple things. One, the machining on it is insane. It's also rebuildable, meaning you can rebuild the packing inside, the baffling. That stuff goes bad, people. It's not like buying exhaust and it's gonna last forever. It doesn't work like that. The machine tool path on it is amazing. It's super strong. It looks amazing, but not only is the tool path and the machine work and being able to rebuild it rad, this is carbon fiber. So it sounds great, looks great, has a nice header system with it. Couldn't ask for anything more. You know, it's not cheap. It comes at a price, and it is what it is. And that's what the customer wanted on this build. Now, if you come to the other side, take a look at this. This is the Evo shocker. So that's that button, right? You hit the button, you go from nice sounding exhaust system to like, holy crap, here I come. And basically what that is, it's coming right out of the turbo. So it's turbo back boom, open that, actuator pops open, push of a button, and now you're Speed Demon Racer Boy #1. And it just sounds amazing. You get the blow-off valve noise, you get the all these like really cool blow-off sounds and turbo sounds, and I think it's unique, and it just looks badass. A lot of performance gains in there as well. Speaking about some performance gains, we've got the Evo blow-off valve in there and charge tubes. This car's tuned, thanks to the guys at Geyser. I dropped it off there, and they were able to reflash, retune this the right way, put some test hits on it, which was great, so thank you guys for doing that for me. Not only did they do that, it got some clutch work. Now, nothing crazy on the clutch work. He's only running 32s. You know, some guys want to go full kill with clutch. You don't always need to do that. So all that was added is one more finger on it and a respring. That's it. Pretty rad. So this car's got all the boost. It's got all the fun. It's got all the gadgets as far as the performance goes. But something that most people miss the mark on, when you add power, how the hell do you stop? It's got the Evo tune. It's got the rework clutch. It's got the shocker. It's got the RJWC exhaust system. The 2020 already came with a ton of power over the 17s and 18s, as it is. So this car's fast as you can get it to go on 91 octane, which is what we wanted to do. So the question came, how do you stop? Well, this is a new product. This is Doppler brakes. And we went from a 2-piston caliper to a 4-piston caliper. And new rotors that are about twice as thick. So we have more surface area, grabbing the rotor now, bringing this car to like an immediate stop. I mean, the brakes are insane. It's a true bolt-on system for you Can-Am guys out there wanting to upgrade your brakes. Doppler, it's on the website. Truly one of the easiest things I actually put on this build were the brakes. Even bleeding them was fairly simple. Harbor Freight, vacuum bleed, no big deal. .4 fluid. Don't forget, .4, not 3. And I just said floor. I said it. It's okay, I'm not editing. So, Doppler brakes, legit. Can't go wrong with that. All right, guys, so performance, brakes, cage, hit on those, a lot of safety into this build. And, you know, just like the cage, it's really, really thin. The factory cage is thin tubing. So are the arms on the Can-Am. I mean, the Can-Am is probably, in my opinion, and I'm biased, one of the best cars out there. It really is. It falls short on, how do I put this word? It falls short on the materials used. They really do. And until you bend one, break one, or rip one off, then you start thinking about suspension. Well, we didn't want to deal with any of that. This car's been outfitted with the dual sport HCR suspension system. So it's not a long travel kit. The car's already long travel, 72 inches. This is the stock replacement with 72-inch HCR dual sport kit. It's an amazing kit. It's done in a clear powder coat, beautiful welds. Everything's overlay wrapped. It's really, really nice. What I really like about the HCR kit is you can choose to run your factory ball joint to keep the cost down, or you can upgrade. So this car got upgraded. It's running the brand new LM UTV ball joint. It's rebuildable. Comes with an option for a machine to billet cap. Super easy to install, and they're in stock, which is huge right now. So we went ahead with that on all the front, and it's retaining the stock rear trailing arm spherical bearing. You can reuse it out of your old trailing arm, or you can go and get a new one. So we chose to go with the LM UTV. Like I said, sometimes they're a real pain in the butt to get in and out. These are not. You don't need to sit there with a hammer, just bang on these things or press them in. They tighten in. So it's really, really cool. Super stoked on that. So some other things that you may not be able to tell on the camera. Every bolt on this front end and the rear end is now grade 8 and shanked properly. So we've talked about shanking bolts and how they come from the factory, not shanked, meaning when the bolt goes through the shock, it'll be riding on the threads on one end. That's a weak point. It breaks. So we've shanked everything. There's a great kit out there. I'm trying to get it on the site, guys. Work with me. It's just been a battle. So every nut and bolt on this is properly shanked now, and that's going to increase the life of the parts being used, because the suspension components are all about leverage, and now we're not really stressing those bolts too bad, you know. So really stoked on that. So there's some more parts from the LM UTV line that we're showcasing on this build. Let's talk about those. And right up front, you're gonna see this. This is the LM UTV, made in the USA. Actually, they're out of Prescott, Arizona. Shock tower mount. And it's beautiful. The tooling on it is legit. It's a great company, made in the USA again. Super pumped that we got them on the website, guys. Check it out at UTVSOURCED.com. Everything on this build, with the exclusion of maybe 1 or 2 parts, are on the website. So I want to go to the back right now. If you notice, just like the stock trailing arms and A-arms and the stock cage on these Can-Ams is complete garbage. It really is. It's lawn chair material. So are the radius rods. They suck. Those are like one of the first things to ban. And the reason why is because everything is in motion. And you take one bad shot, one big rock, anything, and they're bent, and then your trailing arm twists, and you could possibly damage your shock, which is super expensive. Don't do that. We went with the brand new LM UTV rear radius rods. Again, super beefy. The upper and the center are adjustable. In fact, this is a product line change. It now has a pinch bolt design on the FK rod end. which is rad. You see that in like trophy trucks. So that's the evolution of these side-by-sides. They're getting next level and going faster. Yeah, man, so the parts have to get better. It's just the way it is. So LM-UTV radius rods, but something else back here that we upgraded as well. And I want to touch on that for a minute, so let's showcase that part. All right, so one of those really important parts that kind of they don't get enough credit, right? They really don't, because you don't get to see it. It's not blingy, it's hidden. That's the ZRP dog bones. So the ZRP dog bone replaces the slop that happens right here. Listen to this. You hear that noise? It's like banging on a tin can. Like you just got done drinking your Dr. Pepper and you bang it. That's like the suspension too, and the cage. This is really thin. From the factory, what happens is they don't use properly shanked bolts. They're smaller shoulders and it oblongs that hole, right? It's very thin. And they have a very thin strap that's supposedly gonna hold all that. It doesn't work like that. The ZRP dog bones are super, super nice. They do a lot of things. One, it's got properly shanked bolts in it. Two, the dog bone becomes the misalignment spacer, meaning you take off the inner misalignment from your radius rod and it stabs on to the dog bone. So that separates the load from left to right. We're not pushing everything into here now, we're pushing it into the dog bone. And your rear is just as important as your front. This is your rear bulkhead. When these fail, you're gonna have to start welding on them, guys. When you oblong those things, you're gonna get vibrations and weird clicks in your car. That's what it is. I guarantee it. If it's not too bad, get on the website, get a set of the dog bones from ZRP. It's legit, they're really nice. So you get the upper, the middle, and the lower. They work with all radius rod plates. They work with most of the radius rods on the market. Super, super easy and affordable. That's a key word, affordable. It gets expensive when you have to start repairing things. So don't be that guy. Just take care of it. Right, everyone. That's a wrap. That's part one of this video series, okay? So there's two parts to this YouTube video for the Can-Am walk around, the Mr. B build. There's a lot of moving parts to this build, a lot of components, a lot of stuff happened on my car. There's a full build, so tune in to the next video, part two. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and just follow on our Instagram page, UTVSOURCED, all the stories, lots going on right now. Subscribe to our email list, and we're gonna see you back here for part two of the Mr. B Can-Am walk around video. See you next time.